Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys, I'm going to be profiling for you my Melodious deck. Now, this is a deck that I've been working on in the backgrounds of everything else and all my other deck profiles for quite some time now. But they always got new support, you know, ever since about a year ago, I guess you could say. So I never was really finalized, set on a final build until recently. There was after Bosch, where I finally said, you know what, there's enough good cards that I can create a good solid deck, and I feel like I can profile it for you guys. And it finally I took it off the back burner and put it on the front burner, so to speak. So that's why I'm profiling it to you guys now. It's a really fun deck that I've been playing around with in real life and online for quite some time now. It's really fun, but I'll get into the deck profile, guys, without wasting. So first, I pretty much consider these three girls the boss monsters, quote unquote, of the main deck. You have your one Mozarta and your two Shapina. Mozarta's good, especially something from the hand. It comes in handy, but I like her only as a one of. You definitely need it to go into your Bloom Diva when you polymerization into Bloom Diva, but I only like her as a one of. Your two Shapina, yeah, it can help you get into Bloom Diva as well, but I feel like she's a little bit better. I feel that more than two of her is not so good, but I do like her because there's multiple times I've added back to an Honest to my hand, and also now that it's come out in Bosch, I've added Score back to my hand as well. So I really have liked it for that aspect. It's really come in handy a lot. So I definitely like the two Shapina and the one Mozarta. And you need them definitely to go into your fusion play as well for Bloom Diva. Then I run three Ariana, or as I have always called her since the day this card came out, I've called pretty much her Aria Grande. That's the name of this card, and every time I play this, I have her head picture in my head. Literally, that's the way it's going to be pretty much till forever. But beside all that, this card's really good. I do use her, though, sometimes for Summoner Monk fodder, because I do run Summoner Monk in the deck, because I feel like I got enough spells I can pitch sometimes. But it's also pretty good. It gets a boost and helps protect some of your monsters from being destroyed. I believe yes. Can't be targeted by card effects yet. Will be destroyed by battle. So yeah, she can give protection if she's special summoned. So I really do like her in the deck. Next, I run the new card in the deck, which I really do like. And honestly, she's kind of slowly becoming one of my favorite cards in the deck. But Aria takes priority for certain reasons. But definitely, Solo, the Melodious Diva Songstress. Bleh. I will get tongue-tied saying some of these names. I apologize. But she's really good. She replaced Shining Angel in the deck. The only freaking downside to her is she has to be restored by battle, not by card effect. Sad face. Nonetheless, she has good attack, respectable attack, and with the other Melodious monsters, she could just become a big beater that if she gets destroyed by battle, she gets a search off. Many times I've just sat her. If people don't know what I'm playing, I've just sat her before. They attack into it, I get the search. So, special summon on the field. So I do like her as a 3 of. You could run her as a 2 of and maybe run, which I'll talk about a little bit later, an extra Sonata and run her as a 2 of. But personally, I like her as a 3 of. She's been amazing in the deck and really given a boost to the deck. Next, I run 3 Soprano in the deck. This is my main way I use polymerization. I use this as my polymerization replacement, though I do run 1 polymerization in the deck just because it does come in handy sometimes. But definitely like her. There's multiple ways she can help you get into fusion plays and whatnot, but I definitely like her as a 3 of Soprano. That's mainly what she's in here for. Then I run 2 Sonata in the deck. She pretty much gives you attack bonus, and it really comes in handy. So she gives 500 attack boost, where Ariana, I believe, gives you 300 attack boost, if I remember correctly. Is that correct? No, she just helps you give protection. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of somebody else. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of Elegy. I apologize, guys. I get sometimes their effects mixed up. But yeah, Sonata gives you the 500 attack boost. Really good. Like I said, for the longest time I was running her as a 3 of, and I'm still debating running her as a 3 of because she really can come in handy because you can just special summon her, give attack boosts and whatnot. But I like her just as a 2 of for right now. You could run her as a 3 of if you would like to, but that's up to you as a player to decide. Next, I run the 2 LG, which I've mistaken for Arianda's effect for some stupid reason right now, so I do apologize for that. But LG is really good. The main way I get LG out most of the time, if not from first movement solo, is Transmodify. Because Transmodify is so good in this deck, but you go into this sometimes with Transmodify. It does happen. Really good card. Helps give you attack boost and gives you protection. Some people like running her as a 3 of. I prefer just 2 of in the deck, but 2 LG. Then I run the 1 cannon in the deck. The only reason cannon is in here for any reason, and if it comes out a better monster, I'll probably replace her with that, is because if I have another rank 4 in the field, I can special summon this and just automatically go into a rank 4. That's all she's good for to me, really. Her other effect, to switch a Melodious monster into defense mode, I never use, really. Rarely, if ever. But I do like her as a 1 of in the deck, the cannon. You could replace her with an extra score, but that's neither here nor there. You could replace her with this trap or something if you want to. You could replace her with something else. It's up to you. Next, I run 2 score, which is a new card, and it looks so cute. Then I run 2 honest. You could run another score if you wanted to and replace the cannon. That's up to you as a player to decide. But I definitely like the... Apologize, there's something on my cards. I do like the 2 score and the 2 honest, because I feel like honest is better than score no matter what. But score is pretty good. It's a pretty good card on its own. It's kind of like a mini type of honest, I guess you could say. And for that reason, I do like her as a 2 of, because you're pretty much running kind of technically 4 honest in the deck, and it's really nice. It really is at the end of the day. So we got the 2 honest and the 2 score. You can add another one, but I find that it gets kind of cloggy if I add more. So I will just say that at the end of the day as well. The last monsters we run in the deck is 2 Summoner Monk. This helps you just go into rank 4 plays and just help set up the graveyard for maybe things possibly, which I have done because I do run Call the Haunted and Soul Charge in the deck. So it can help set up for plays, quote unquote. But definitely the 2 Summoner Monk helps with rank 4 plays. And it can help set up locks by sending things to the graveyard, then maybe flipping up the Call of the Haunted later on, next turn, depends. Then I run 2, the first solo movement, really good card. You can't special summon, I think it is other monsters the turn you do that though. Is that correct? Yes. Turn you activate this, yes, that Melodious monsters, excuse me. But really good card. I do like this card a lot. So it really works well in the deck. Sometimes I do pitch it with Summoner Monk, but that's very rare. I usually like that, keeping that card in my hand. 2 Transmodify. You could run a third one, but nah. I just like the 2 of in the deck. It really comes in handy to get into your elegy. Then I run the 1 Polymerization in the deck. You could run 2. I've seen people do this before. I've seen people run 3 because they wanted to get into Bloom Diva just that fast, even though they're running the 3 Soprano. But personally, playtesting, I just like the 1 Polymerization. You could run more, but I do like it as a 1 of in the deck. 2 MST. I tried, Twin Twister out in the deck, and I mean, I tried Twin Twister out in the deck, and it was okay. I mean, it helped pave the way, so to speak, for, you know, plays and combo plays, but the deck seemed to be losing a lot of advantage by the cards I was pitching, so I decided to stick with the MST in this build, in this deck. You could run Twin Twister if you wanted to, but personally in this build, because it doesn't gain a lot of advantage and you have to work for your pluses, so to speak, somewhat in some respects, I just like the 2 MST instead. So that's just me. For your 1-out spells, I run the 1 Book of Moon, the 1 Soul Charge, and the 1 Regeki. I was thinking about running Nodin and an Instant Fusion, but yeah, that's up to you to decide. I found that it was kind of 50-50. So that's what I'm just going to say about that. It would help me out sometimes, and sometimes it wasn't as good. It's up to you. But 1 Book of Moon really comes in handy. The 1 Soul Charge, it really comes in handy. Even if you're not going to attack that turn, you can set up some very powerful boards, and that's why I still run it. And the 1 Regeki for just clearing the field out. And Book of Moon just helps against protecting your big monsters and your soft locks in the deck. Next, I run 2 Call the Haunteds in the deck. Really comes in handy for setting up some locks, so to speak. It helps set up locks and whatnot of that nature. It brings back things from the graveyard that were sent, so you can redo your locks, your soft plays and whatnot. Locks. So yeah, I said lock like 5 times there, I know. Then I play the Solemn Brigade. So I play 2 Solemn Strike and 1 Warning. Works well on the deck. It's one of the reasons why I didn't want to add Note into the deck, because the deck, I really rely upon these cards. Once I get the lock out, take a drink every time I say lock in this deck. I know you'd probably get drunk, but beside the point. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is, once I have my soft lock out, or just a lock in general out, or have big monsters on the field and I got my powerful monsters out, the notices and the warning help just back up that up. It gives that monster extra protection, which I like. So yeah, and then the last trap I run is 1 bottomless trap hole in the deck. We do run, I believe we do run in this, yeah I do. I got Trap Tricks with Fleazy in the extra deck, so yeah. It comes in handy. You sometimes use it for first turn plays and whatnot. You could run Space-Time Trap Hole. I have thought of that, and we place in the cannon with that as well for more traps, but still play testing. We got the 2 Bloom Diva. Usually I just go for 1, but sometimes I go for 2. Then I got the 3 Sherberta. Sherberta's really good in the deck. I really go for her a lot of times. She's pretty decent, pretty good. Then I run the 1 Starleash Paladalamo. You could run 2 of this card, but I just like running as a 1 of, because I usually make it about 1 time. Once a duel usually, never twice. Really comes in handy when you go Starleash Paladalamo and then use Honest. Then I run for your rank 4s Trap Tricks with Fleasia. Really good card. Your 101, your Castel. Your XYZ Rebellion Dragon, which is, if you know the anime, it's kind of funny that I'm playing XYZ Rebellion Dragon in this deck. If you've watched the anime. And 1 Krogonic Illuminescent Knight. These are your rank 4s, and I run some more. So Krogonic gives you extra protection. Redirecting stuff. Castel, good, versatile. Trap Tricks for Fleasia, 101, and XYZ Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. Like I said, when I first summoned that, when this deck, Dark Rebellion, came out, and watching the anime and whatnot, I was like, you know what, that's kind of funny I'm summoning that card in this deck. But beside the point. 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 103 Ragnar Zero, 1 Black Shippercorn, and 1 Gaga Samurai. That's pretty much all I run. I was thinking of running Infinity because I have it, but I never get enough monsters on the board, so I found myself going for these other rank 4s just instead, depending upon my matchups and whatnot. So yeah, Abyss Dweller and Ragnar Zero went for the most, and then Gaga Cowboy. So that is the deck profile, guys. Oh my gosh, I did a deck profile under 15 minutes. Hands to me, yeah. But yeah, the deck's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple in its simplicity, but it's very effective. Believe me, the 2 Honest really help the deck out, as well as pretty much, I guess you could say, the Score really helps out. I was originally, in prior builds ages ago, I was running Archlord Christia, but nowadays it's a dead card in hand that really doesn't help out that much. I did retry it with Twin Twister, pitching the Archlord Christia, reborning it back with Call the Haunted and Soul Charge for some cool little locks, but that's neither here nor there. It's just something I was playing around with, you know, using discarded cards to get Christia in the graveyard, then reborning it back, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. But yes, I hope you guys all enjoyed this deck profile. I really had fun profiling this deck. It's a deck that I've taken a lot of shining to and really enjoyed playing just for fun. But till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Take care, everybody.